Alright, today we're going to be performing an oil change on this 2011 Chevy Equinox. Keep in mind that the process I'm going to go through is going to be the same or similar on a lot of other Chevy and GM vehicles. We're going to change the oil, we're going to replace the cartridge filter, and we're going to reset the oil life indicator, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I've got the vehicle jacked up slightly on the driver's side, and I've got a jack stand supporting it. This is the oil pan, and this is the drain plug. I'm going to use a 15mm socket and a 3/8" ratchet. And we're just going to go ahead and use a catch pan that will hold at least 5 quarts of oil, okay? And remember, that initial surge is not going to come straight out and down. It's going to shoot off that way, right? So you want to have your pans sort of slid over a little bit. And what I do is I kind of unthread it, and I'm pushing in on it. And then you can kind of feel when you get to the end of the threads, and then pull the plug out. Okay. Right now I'm at the end of the threads, and there we go. Alright, we're just going to let that drain here completely, and then we'll proceed to change the filter. Alright, so I cleaned up the plug really well, and now I'm just going to take a rag and sort of wipe around that drain hole. Kind of doing it blind here because I'm laying on the other side of it, and we'll thread it in, okay? For those of you who are concerned about the torque specs, I believe it's 18 foot-pounds. I tighten it so it's not going to leak or come out, but you don't want to break anything, right? That's my calibrated torque. Okay. And to me it looks like that drain plug may have been replaced. Looks like an aftermarket, but I can't be sure. Alright, let's go change the filter cartridge. Alright, so the oil filter cartridge for this vehicle is right under this, okay? It's a 32mm or 1.25 inch. And you don't have much room, so Lyle sells this sort of shallow socket that's made specifically for this purpose, and I'm using one of these wobble extensions, okay? I've used these before. They just have a little bit of play. It's not like a universal, but it gives you a little bit of flexibility so you don't have to be straight up and down, okay? You can see how it wobbles, okay? So they're pretty handy for areas like this. If you put two together, see that I've got a little bit more play even again. So I should be able to come right down like this. And my ratchet doesn't have to be directly above it because this is kind of in the way right here. I don't know if you can see it that well. So this gives me a little bit of flexibility. The socket stays put, but I can work my ratchet and I don't have to be directly above it. Okay, 3/8 inch. Again, that socket's sold by Lyle, and they're like $10 on eBay. So I do have my catch pan down below too, in case we drip any oil. I always use a sheet of cardboard too. I always make a mess when I change the oil. Alright, let me get this out of here. And that's another look at the socket. Alright, the wobble extensions, I got like a 3 or 4 packet sears for like, I don't know, $19 maybe. They come in handy. Alright, so that's what we look like. I'm going to get it out of here. I'm dripping oil everywhere. Alright, so you want to spend a little time, clean up this this cap. The K&N filter comes with a new O-ring, so you probably want to replace that if your filter cartridge comes with an O-ring. I would imagine most do. It's worth changing, right? You don't want to go through all this and then find out you have a leak. The K&N filter seems to have a little bit more surface area than the original. Okay, should be good. And when you put your O-ring on, make sure it's not twisted. Right, sometimes you roll them on and then you've got a twist in it. And to do that, just kind of run your finger along the O-ring. And if it's got a twist, you'll kind of feel it. Okay, and also kind of give it a spin. Alright, so that one's nicely seated. This should just snap right back on. Okay, just like that. Alright, let's put it back in. Let me grab my socket real quick. Alright, I'll just start it by hand here. Pull that dipstick out, you have a little bit more access, but you can squeeze it by. Try not to knock any debris in there. Some people give me a hard time for still changing the oil myself. I actually like it. I think the way I look at it is, you can spend a little bit more, put good oil in it, like Mobil 1. You know what you're putting in it. You know you're putting the correct capacities in. You can, identify any potential leaks. All those types of things, right? If you do it yourself. When you pay somebody, you hope they're putting in what they say they're putting in, and they're going to charge you. Obviously, they need to make money too. They're charging you labor for it. They're marking up the oil of the product, even though they're buying it in bulk. Oop, I gotta get that socket on there. Alright, just like a canister filter, you really don't want to strip it out or cause any problems. You just want that O-ring to seat so it's not going to leak. Okay? And it's just a plastic cap, so. And I just like to wipe up around it. That way, if we do see any leaks after we start it, we'll see them. Okay? Let's go ahead and fill it up. Alright, so I'm going to use a funnel, and I always like to sort of pass a rag through the funnel just to make sure that you're not going to be pouring any debris in there, Just wipe out the inside of it also. Okay. Make sure you remove the foil. Don't just push it in because it may tear free and actually come out as you're pouring the oil. What I like to do is, as you approach the capacity, stop, pull the dipstick, see where we're at. It's supposed to be 5 quarts. Okay, let me just see where we're at here. Just about there. Alright, let me finish topping this off, and then we'll go reset the oil life indicator. The other thing I like to do is take it for a drive, come back, test it again. Once you've got the engine warm and the oil's been circulated. Alright, let's go reset the oil life indicator real quick. Alright, you can see here we're at 0%, which is not good, but for the record, it's my wife's vehicle, so. Alright, we're going to come over here. We're going to press set clear. It's asking me, are you sure you want to reset? We're going to arrow up. You can see that now the yes is selected. We're going to press set clear again. Now we're at 100%. Okay, good to go. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Give me that thumbs up if you found it helpful at all. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button right down there. And leave questions and comments below. Thanks for watching, and have fun. Change your own oil. Don't let it get to 0%. All right. Stay tuned. I'm going to link to a couple other videos that you might find interesting or helpful. Thanks for watching.